Hello and welcome back to Persona 5 Not Royal with me, Matthew Caddis, aka Boogie. So, Kaneshiro's palace is surprisingly similar actually in both versions. This area that I am actually going to go to is in Royal, but I didn't really explore it that much because I kind of cut it out. Yes, this would be the area where you would actually find one of the will seeds, and the targeting for the dare I say the grappling hook would activate here, propelling Joker to the other side. As it stands in the original vanilla Persona 5, it just acts as an area where you can get to a piggy bank, nothing much else really. Although I could be wrong there, I could try using my thing. There are no other crawl spaces that I can see here, so yes, I'm glad that I did not actually try using Persona 5 vanilla as my playthrough now. Seriously, looking back on this when I recorded this, it is full of thing. I'm glad I kind of used this as a practice run for Persona 5 instead of with Royal and the much more polished version of Persona 5. But yeah, especially since, as I say, I had to take multiple breaks because of the problem with the lack of sleep. Okay, before I go on, apparently you can get up there. I was wrong. Still isn't as big as the area you could explore in Royal though. So yeah, but I think it requires you to go a different way. To be fair to Atlas, this is still pretty detailed. Seriously, the attention to detail and everything. Apparently the character models, going back to that, still good, but they are based in, dare I say, Royal off of the ones in, I even say it, off of the dancing game. Was it Dancing in Moonlight? I don't remember. I have to look that up. But the Persona 5 dancing game, of which there is also one for Persona 3 on the PS4. So yes. Anyway, that being said, this will take us downstairs, of course, to the vault proper. Of course, that was the thing previously when we visited here. And everything else. What else? Treasure chests, yeah. That's going to be a pain in the ass when I had trouble opening them, if you remember back in the thing. Keep in mind that Mona's insistence you sleep is in the original Persona 5. He only insists on you sleeping after various things. Is much better of a cat who doesn't think he's a cat, I think. And I might as well leave looking around the vaults, one of the biggest parts of the palace, in. Even though there isn't much change there either. If anything, keep in mind that I did just re-enter the palace from there, as you can see, because the number of day count is down to 12. Keep in mind I was able to do this in Royal in the space of a couple of days at least. Seriously, so my count was at 16 days until, Kaneshiro had his change of heart. So yeah, so let's see how it compares to the thing. I'm not covering all of the things, that will be too much. Again, the doctor here, that was a given in the Royal as well. So yes, this one, of the palaces I've covered thus far in Persona 5, this one has had probably some of the least changes, aside from, of course, the aforementioned things. Seriously. Oh, wait until I get to some of the later palaces in the game and whatnot. So yeah. And I can't say much. Maybe I should have put one thing I am very sorry that I did not do here is not put Yusuke in my party, which I did in Royal. Seriously. And oh boy, yeah, prepare to see a lot of that. Joker actually dying. Seriously. Okay, I'm kind of glad I saw that in because that's what happens. Basically, what happens when Joker dies, given he's the main character. Keep in mind, is Joker. Joker dying in battle means it's an automatic game over in both versions, actually. I'm actually glad I left that in now. But yeah, Joker dying is pretty much an automatic game over for him. No coming back from that. None of your other party members can revive him. Yeah, he's practically screwed unless he has a homunculus. Yes, a homunculi in the Persona games automatically take the... Think of it like the goat dolls in the Final Fantasy games. That's how the homunculi work in the Persona games. Certainly from 3 onwards, I know that. I've not played the 2 Persona games. Mainly because the first two might have been released on PSP, but I certainly don't remember that. I know Persona 3 Portable was released on the PSP. Shame it's not and getting a re-release on the PS4. Shame it's not Persona 3 Fez, but I still have Persona 3 Fez, so that isn't a problem really. But yeah. And I still haven't learned my lesson in this recording. Seriously, I could try using Dormina. Why I'm not trying to use Dormina, I don't know why the hell I'm not, but it is what it is, I guess. Seriously. Okay, and Dormina, and that's another thing. The extra abilities that your personas get in Royal, not here, of course, in the vanilla Persona 5. What was that? They are totally kicking my ass. So I'm having to rely a lot more on restorative spells and whatnot from the thing. Poor Joker. You don't deserve this abuse. Seriously. And let's just say it's even worse putting in the codes in the thing because I'm an idiot when doing this. Seriously. So I spent a lot of time working out the code. Well, no, I didn't work out the codes. I just used a guide, to be honest. But yeah. Let's say there's a lot of time seeing Skull just working out, even though he has a bad leg. And I don't know what the hell you're doing there, Queen, but never mind. Yeah. So let's have a look at Shadow Kaneshiro then instead. And to be fair, Shadow Kaneshiro in, dare I say, in Vanilla Persona 5? Oh boy, is he different! I kind of went over this beforehand, because in Royal he automatically summons Piggytron. Not so in the original. Apparently he does actually have the balls to face us mano a mano in the original Persona 5. Seriously, something that he did not do much of, dare I say, in Royal. As I say, because he, after we defeated Piggytron, of course, with Kaneshiro, he summoned his goons to pretty much protect him, and then he pretty much became, well, a weakling. Seriously, which, to be fair, was a lot closer to how I would have expected him. But to be fair to Kaneshiro, in this version, he does actually put up more of a fight before he summons Piggytron. So yes. As for Piggytron, I'll go over that once I've beaten him, because this did not take me long to whittle down his HP. Yeah, Kaneshiro's still weak as hell, seriously. But wait till he does summon Piggytron. Again, Piggytron is mostly the same. As for attacks, he does seem to use a lot more curse moves, which, to be honest, with the persona I've got on Joker, is fine. I still had enough money to buy the various medicines from Dr. Takami's surgery. And yeah, other than that, I don't know really. I've had a lot more time, I guess, to use buffs on my party as well, which, to be honest, wasn't a bad thing. I also used diorama a lot more with the two female characters and Mona who can use it, namely Anne and Makoto. But yeah, we even get a hold up there with Kaneshiro. I don't think we got that in Royal. We did get the all-out attack, but only after we dispatched his goons, really. So I'm guessing this phase was moved to the end of the fight after Kaneshiro brings in Piggytron. Speaking of, he's about to do so now, seriously. And Piggytron is fought in exactly the same way he was in Royal, as we'll see in a moment. Seriously, he even does the Katamari damage thing. So it takes a bit longer for your party to do so. And apparently you have to damage both Kaneshiro and Piggytron, something you did not have to do originally. So yeah, this I think was made a bit better in the Royal, if you ask me, seriously, because the whole phase with Piggytron was based off you getting the thing, but other than that, getting something rare for the thing. And there's something new that is also, actually no, I'm not sure, I think he did get squashed by Piggytron there, but yeah, but we certainly don't attack both of them from what I saw. Seriously, he actually retreats inside Piggytron in Royal more readily. Although he also does the Katamari thing, so I don't know. But the Super VIP thing, definitely in both versions. So yeah. And as I say, your party, like in Royal, will also get something for the machine guns are still here, obviously. He doesn't seem to attack as often though as Piggytron, which is weird because he did do a lot more things, like was on haste or something like that. Was Piggytron in Royal. Still a good boss fight though, seriously. The fact that Kaneshiro actually puts up more of a fight, yeah. As for the missiles, yeah, that's still there. But as I say, I haven't even been to Mementos yet. Speaking of, I will actually be visiting Mementos in Persona 5 Royal, so yeah. First time since we actually opened Mementos. I've kind of been neglecting it because I wanted to get more requests in before doing so. And poor Anne, seriously. You may want to get a bit more healing in there, Joker. Especially since I'm using up quite a bit of my SP here with the thing. Again, that also as the musical cue as well with the can I say mini boss music, because well, please, he still whines, does Kaneshiro. But that being said, yeah, that is pretty much Persona 5 vanilla with Kaneshiro's Palace. So yeah, though I may well do that if we choose to someone go be a decoy. No, I don't think that would work. Yeah, that thing runs like a Katamari, but we know what happens. Somebody throws something rare in front of him and pretty much distracts him. Same as in Royal, but that being said, I'll see you when I do